Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Tanner and welcome to Crypto Bible. I hope you're all well and enjoying your weekend. I do apologize for not getting a video out for you guys yesterday. There wasn't really too much happening anyway. Prices kind of remain flat. We got a few bounces here and there from some altcoins, but ultimately there wasn't really too much happening. So I kind of just took the day off. I kind of just chilled out a little bit, and of course, I was still watching the charts and everything on my phone, but wasn't really too much to report. So I wasn't actually that active on like the Discord and stuff like that as well, because there wasn't really too much to say. I did notice one thing yesterday, and I wanted to just kind of wait and see how things played out before I made a video. So I thought I'd come on today and actually make the video about it, because there is a certain thing that is looking really good to me at the moment on the Bitcoin chart, and another chart which I'm going to show you as well. So in this video, really, I'm just going to be bouncing on two charts. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm seeing. Right now, I am still seeing a bullish Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still holding its price. It's still kind of just bouncing around in that range that we've been talking about. But there are some other things happening on some other charts, which I wanted to just kind of discuss with you. So let's just get straight into it. First things first, guys, this is the Bitcoin chart, right? As you can see, as the price seems to be going in a downtrend, we seem to be making like lower lows here, right? The RSI is actually making higher highs. So while the RSI, the relative strength index, is going up, the price is going down. This is usually very bullish, okay? What this usually indicates is that Bitcoin is still being brought up while the price is still going lower, which means it's really getting suppressed down here. And as I've said before, what usually happens when we have low consolidation like we are seeing with Bitcoin right now, even like that, as you can see, there's not really too much going on in there. And what we've been saying is that we've just been stuck in this range, okay, ever since the 7th of September. It's now the 12th of September. So, you're looking at 4 or 5 days in that area. And what I've always said, that whenever we have consolidation periods like this, where it ends up just kind of spiraling just like that, not really too much happening, what ends up happening is a big move up or a big move down. Okay. Now, what we need to try and find out is what it's going to do. Is it going to move up or is it going to move down? Well, this is a very good indicator to show us that we could still see a little bit more consolidation, but ultimately, Bitcoin is being brought up. The RSI is looking stronger, okay, and it seems like the price is going down. What always usually happens after this is a big move up, okay. So that's something that I'm definitely looking out for. At the end of the day, if the Bitcoin price was going down and we're making lower lows, what you'd be seeing on the RSI is obviously the RSI going down as well. But it's not, it's going up. Okay, this is the hourly chart. We are making higher highs on the hourly chart. If I go over to the 4 hour, you can see it is the exact same thing. We are making higher highs on the 4 hour chart as well, while Bitcoin seems to be just kind of heading lower and lower. Like, it's going lower and lower, but we're not really feeling it because it's just kind of consolidating in this period. But you can see over here, we're at 47,400. That high right there, we're at 46,500. Now we're at 45,800. So it seems like we're having little pops here and there, but it's good because the RSI is going up. This always usually indicates that we are going to have a big pop to the upside. All right. So that was good to see. What you don't want to see, right, is prices going down and the RSI just kind of, heading down as well. So we're having a very a bullish indicator on the RSI. So hopefully we can get a move out of Bitcoin soon. I mean, I don't know how long we're going to be stuck in it. This is the problem, right? These things can play out for quite a while. They could be in there for a few days, a few weeks, God knows, right? But the longer it consolidates in that range, the longer it just goes sideways like that, the bigger the move will end up being. So, hopefully next week, we don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, the last live stream I'd done, I kind of deep dived into the Bitcoin dominance chart, okay? And we were discussing how we came back up to a certain area where it was previously support, but we've kind of just flipped it into resistance. It had like a bounce up. I'm going to show you a quick clip of that video so you guys can kind of understand what I'm talking about. And then you can kind of get the gist of things of what I'm trying to say. And then we'll go on to the chart right now and see what it's done ever since that live, right? So this live, it was posted on the 10th of September, only 2 days ago. I'm going to be quiet so you guys can watch the video, and then I'll show you what the Bitcoin dominance looks like now. What I'm saying is Bitcoin dominance has rolled back up to this area where it was previously support, and it has not managed to get through it, hence becoming resistance. Okay, so it's looking bearish as hell, this chart, which is good. And what would typically happen is that, cool, we'd capitulate below it. So the same thing, like whenever we break out of resistance and turn it into support, right? Let's say this was our resistance, right? What would happen is, cool, we do this, we bounce along it, we end up breaking out of it, we come back and retest it as support. That now is our support, okay? So that's what it's done. And it's the same with resistance, right? Let's say, for instance, this was our support, but now we've just broken below it. Now we've come back and turned it into resistance. So that is now our resistance. So what I'm seeing right here, that which was previously support has now turned into resistance. And what I'm hoping for is that. And as I've said before, guys, in here is where alt season will begin. So that's what we were looking for, right? We wanted to turn that area into resistance, and it did flip back up to it and turn it into resistance. Well, if we take a look at this chart right now, when I'd done that video, we were right over here. And as you can see, what we wanted was for it to roll over and start heading down. Well, as you can see, that's exactly what we've done. Okay, so the Bitcoin dominance chart has done exactly what we wanted it to do. All it's done at the end of the day was come back. It rolled back up into this area here. We had that massive wick, which we was talking about. Okay, this was previously our support area. As you can see, the last time we bounced on top of this area, Bitcoin went on the Bitcoin dominance chart went on a huge run. And the market basically ended up rolling over on itself, right? Because we want the Bitcoin dominance to go as low as possible, because then you know that the altcoins are starting to take over. And we know that in the past, the last time we had alt seasons was when the Bitcoin dominance chart was really falling. So if we take a look at this area right here, that was the last time we had a huge alt season. Okay, so you know we need to keep having it falling. That is a 4-hour chart. That isn't when we had the biggest alt season. That was actually earlier this year when altcoins were indeed flying. But the last time we had alt season, my apologies, was over here when Bitcoin dominance again was just in a complete free fall, right? So if we zoom into what's happened right now, and I go to the 4-hour chart, you guys can see what we wanted to happen was for it to just hit that area and then roll over and go into new lows basically. And it's what we've done. It's exactly what we've done. So thankfully we have now rolled over and we are now heading even lower. It's exactly what we wanted to come out of the Bitcoin dominance chart. It's what's happened, which is great. So hopefully now we can just kind of carry on, you know, going lower, because that is what we are expecting. That is when alt season typically does happen. So if I get this out again, this right here was our previous support. Okay, what we've done was when we broke below it, we've come back and we've now retested it, but now as resistance. And it's now rolled over and it seems to just be heading lower and lower. And ideally what we want to take this out and we just want to keep rolling over and heading into new lows for the Bitcoin dominance. And hopefully within this area, like I said in the live stream, is when we will end up seeing an alt season. So, you know, it's just another chart that seems to be adding up. At the end of the day, a lot of people are kind of just tunnel vision and they'll just look at Bitcoin. But, you know, there's loads of other things that we can look at throughout the market, which tells us a story. You've got the leaders, you've got charts like this, you've got a total market cap, you've got the DXY as well. There's so many things that you can look at. And right now, what I'm seeing is a strong RSI on the Bitcoin, in the regular Bitcoin chart with the price falling, which is bullish. We've got the Bitcoin dominance chart, which did indeed turn that previous support into resistance, and it's now flipping over on itself as well. So we'll wait and see what happens. Hopefully we get some more confirmation in the next few days. Otherwise, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Take it easy, people.